Welcome back to one of only two countries that has held a race every year since the very first Formula One World Championship in 1950. It is, of course, Italy, one of the great racing nations. And it's time to get underway for the Italian Grand Prix. With top speeds up to 215 miles per hour and an average lap speed of around 155 miles per hour, Monza's reputation as one of the fastest circuits in the sport is well earned. We have 11 corners on this 3.6-mile track, with the best overtaking chance coming into the heavy braking zone of the Turn 1 chicane. Anthony Davidson joins me again for the race today. Can we talk about Mercedes? What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Albon, Sebastian Vettel and Leclerc. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Kvyat, Ocon, Gardner and Lando Norris. Sainz, Giovinazzi, Sergio Perez and Stroll, Raikkonen, Grosjean, Pierre Gasly and Daniel Ricciardo. Aitken, Magnussen, Russell and Nicholas Latifi. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
So we got the pole, but due to a grid penalty of replacing our turbocharger, we're end up starting 9th. But we're going to be pitting on lap 6, or no, lap 7 that goes from the softs to the mediums. Gonna put 15.5 laps of fuel in. Let's get this race started. And now 5 lights are out, away we go. We're underway here at Monza. Leclerc, I'm right here. You may not notice, but damage is off. I'm trying to find ways to save money right now for the HQ department, which I'll explain at the end of the video, at the end of the race, for the end of the video, on why I turned damage off. I might just have it off for the rest of the season for right now. Because like right now, I would have a screw front wing here, now, there. We're getting around Leclerc for 8th.
Well done, mate. Nice start.
And now we're right behind Kimi after 7th. We're kicking to overtake. We're going side by side with him. We're going to basically give a bone drive to Vettel. How did we all just save that after that aggressiveness? I think it's screw off.
Second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Sav's gonna go around me on the inside. Okay, we're gonna a little bit even there. Gonna try the crossover, but it's gonna be a failed attempt. I think Ocon trying to do something stupid there. Got DRS on Vettel. Gonna go to his inside. Dive onto the final chicane, and we're gonna clear him and retake P4.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy.
And he's come back again. He does not want to give up. And then he locks up the brakes because he tried to do it again. Ocon's now showing himself in the area. So I gotta try to gain this spot from him back. And from Ocon, we went 3 wide into turn 1. To turn 1 chicane. And we were just barely side by side out of the corner.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Ocon's down to my inside. I'm just gonna let him take it. Have at it. Albon has that cleared Vettel. So now Albon wants to come after me now.
We're going to box this lap. Push hard on the in-lap.
Nearly got turned by Albon. Dive into the corner big time here. Big contact. Ocon, and why is he going so slow when I made the contact? He just brought Vettel and Albon the rest of the field to us. Man, what an idiot. I don't know why he can't get it right in Mercedes. Dive into the chicane. If I want a rival, it's gonna be him. So Claire, if you're gonna hear this, when you hear me push for a rival, give me Ocon, because I'll make it a rival with Ocon. Going in fifth this time by. Ocon's not pinned, but Seb is. So grab paint, grab chain, get our pit, get our medium tires. Hopefully get a good race. Hopefully this undercut also works out too.
Release, go. Exit now. We're racing on the exit.
And we got out plenty ahead of Seb.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Now that we got some breathing room from Seb, let's turn this into ground the game. Aiken's in the pits now.
Jack in the pits.
As we're coming to the final set of corners, I'm hauling so I can try to get up here. I can get up to Ocon when he exits. I think the undercut worked. And the undercut worked. We got ahead of Ocon. Heck yeah. We got plenty of breathing room from him now.
Okay, clear.
Yellow flag's behind me. Someone DNF. Oh, I think Seb just DNF'd. I think Sebastian Vettel just DNF'd out of the Italian Grand Prix. If he did, that's an embarrassing moment.
Some information
And
on
it was indeed Vettel.
Out of the race.
Vettel is out of the Italian Grand Prix. That is not what the Ferrari team wanted to have today. But no safety car for that too.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Kimi's in the pits. I wonder why he stayed up for so long. We overtake him, we gain our spot. Lewis Hamilton has won the Italian Grand Prix and has won, I think, for like maybe the 12th time this season. And we're coming around the corner for the final time, finishing in P4.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
The Mercedes team pulled out a fantastic performance today. They should be proud. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes. So let's review the updated driver's stand.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. How's your grid penalty going to affect your strategy going into the race? It wasn't the cleanest race. Sounds like there's some work to do back at the factory.
Okay, so let's do some activities. Need to do reaction training for him. Definitely can use that. Definitely need that, and that's promotion filming. Yeah, we could definitely do that. So let's go. Wait, hang on. I need to go. Okay, so. Actually, yeah. Let me focus on that right now. Gotta change these parts out. But we're gonna go to the facility. And we're gonna need to. I'm probably gonna shut down my marketing right now, even though I really need to boost it. But let's buy a quality control, so that way next time we can. So that way on our next upgrade, which we might be able to get enough money to do, if we get enough money, we'll buy an efficient. We'll buy the build time for durability. That way we can start focusing on the powertrain section of it. Buy those sets, and then buy the chassis one. And then we can go after marketing, which would probably have to be the activities manager. We'll have to buy it afterwards. We just got a good amount of stuff to do right now, so yeah. So not really expect much to do. just gonna take care of some race stuff and all that. So tune in next time for the Singapore Grand Prix. I'm gonna probably hate that race because I do not like it with a purpose. So I'll see y'all in the next race.